Welcome back to City Trends. I have my next guest with me. It's Eric Hughes from Otter Publishing. Welcome, Eric. Please share a little bit about your organization.
Thank you, George. I'm glad you have us here today. Otter Publishing basically has three areas we work with. We publish our own books, which are about the third chapter of life. Third chapter of life came into vogue about 4 or 5 years ago when people are in their 50s to early 60s, want to change from the career they've been in to go out and pursue something that's actual passion for them, something that they love. The other part that we work with Otter Publishing is creative writing. We work with web content, ad content, and we found that so many people have a book inside them that they want to get out, but they have no idea how to do that. We help them do that. We help them come up with their storylines, their structure, how they want to do it, and help them publish it. And the third part of what we do are online and in-person seminars to help people back to the third chapter of life, figure out what their passion is, what their drive is, and then how to go do it. If you were a truck driver for the county for 35 years, now you and your wife want to open a coffee shop, you have no clue what to do. Well, we'll help you do that. We help you connect with the business development people, insurance, financing, and help you figure out how to go do it and accomplish your bliss.
And that's how we met. I was talking to you about, I've got a couple chapters of a book put together myself, but I don't have a background on how to format it and organize it. And I met Eric, and I saw that he's pretty, great at doing this, and I invited him on my show. And the third chapter that really hit a nerve with me is because I'm entering my third chapter. I just turned 50 this year, and I made career changes just like a lot of people do. You get to 50 plus, and you start looking at impact and legacy. And how is your life going to impact the people that are coming up, and what kind of difference can you make? And you still got to make money, and you still have to make a living. That's a given. But the monetary gain is not the primary drive and focus.
That's correct. It gets to the point you've been successful at what you did in your first career. Now you have the opportunity to go pursue something that is your passion. As we were talking earlier, you're a perfect example. Somebody's in the medical field for a long time, but now you have this passion, this skill set that you love to use. We're doing the consulting work. So that's your third chapter going on. Two of the most sad type of people I've ever met are the ones when we're talking about this and I explain the concept. Debbie and mine's third chapter is we're working so that we work out of our motorhome while we're traveling around the country.
Nice.
We got a hotspot in there. We can do everything we need online. We just travel and do whatever we want to. We have no agendas. When I explain that to people, you can see the light comes on in their eyes. I go, oh, that's great. I would love to do that. And then it dims and they go, oh, but I never will. Or I meant to do that, I never got to it. Why? Go for it. You have one time around. You've done what you need to do. Do what you want to do.
I agree with you. This is not a dress rehearsal. We only get one act, and one of the guys that was a friend of mine for a long time, he shared something with me, and I'm sure he heard it from somebody else. He said, the things that I'm disappointed about are not the things that I failed at, but the things I didn't try.
That's correct. We're going over a study, and it was the 5 greatest regrets that people in hospice had, and that was number 1 on the list. Do not regret things I did. What I regret is things I didn't do. Perfect examples. I met a man at a business conference here a few years ago through the Chamber of Commerce. We're in the conference room, and all morning long he's taking notes, and he's talking under his breath, and he's growling. And finally at a break, I said, are you all right? He said, I don't want to be here. Well, there's the door. He says, boss told me I had to be here. So I got to talking during lunch. He's in a job he's been in 27 years that he hates. He physically gets sick of getting up in the morning going to work. He has 3 more years till he retires. Since he's got to hang out for a year till his wife retires, he figures I got about 2 years puttering around the house, then they're in a nursing home, and then they die. That's all he's looking forward to. No, I'd be depressed and bitter too. I mean, that was like, no. Then the other realization I had is that this is contagious and I need to get the heck away from him as fast as possible because it will infect.
There is some truth to that.
So, yeah, just get to the point. Figure out what makes you happy.
And you can feel it sometimes. If someone's extremely negative and they come in the room, you can feel the environment of the room change.
Oh, yeah, the environment changes, the lights dim. It's like you're having, an exorcism going on or something. as opposed to people that you can tell the same thing, that they love what they're doing, that they're excited about, they have a passion about it. When they come in the room, the rest of the room lights up, and
Yeah,
people
it's
want to
just
talk
as
to them, want to
contagious.
visit with them.
Yes, exactly, or more contagious. When you're around people that inspire and motivate you, they pull the best out of you, and I think that's what you're saying there.
Wonderful ones, a couple that they both retired from different office management positions, and their plan was they were getting a large 3-axle fifth wheel, toy
Okay.
hauler. Back half they were converting into a photo studio. They were going to put in the old sepia camera with a bunch of antique Western costumes and whatnot, front half living quarters. They were going to travel the country, doing county fairs and carnivals and shows, get working while they're going around, get to tour the country, and do something they have a passion about. Go for it.
And I'm jealous of that. I'm not at that point yet, but that's my ultimate goal is to be at that point where I can work and travel at the same time and have that kind of flexibility. But right now, I still need to get meat and potatoes. But the nice thing, like you were talking about with the third chapter, that's where a lot of us in the consulting field find the opportunities is in our third chapters, because we have enough experience now.
Correct.
that we can share something with the community and corporations that's going to be vital and is actually going to make a difference in their organization because we experienced it.
Yeah, I have a lot of trouble putting a lot of credibility on a 22-year-old who's out of college 2 months that's going to come in and tell me from all his life experience how things should work.
You know, you hit the nail on the head, because I've taken several courses through universities on leadership and communication and how to run organizations, and there's a disconnect between theory and the people that are actually in the trenches running it. And if someone's just an academic and all they've done is ever talk about how to run an organization, but they've never ran one themselves.
No clue.
There's a ring of truth when someone actually ran an organization and they're teaching it versus everything they learned was from a book.
That's correct. And that's why we're filling to fill that gap with people in their third chapter. They may be experts in what they've done for the last 15, 20 years, but they really want to go do this, but they don't know how to do that. We provide that outlet and those connections and that community to, quite frankly, connect them with other third chapter, what I call third chapter travelers that have gone down that road as a mentor, help guide them. It's a rapid, we're in the top of the bell curve with baby boomers right now. It's going to be the largest group of that demographic for the next 15 to 20 years. And people really are to the point, I've worked, did what I had to, I really want to go do what I want to do, what I have a passion for. I mean, could be somebody wants to open a tattoo shop, somebody wants to open a coffee shop. And it also works with community service. We've got a lot of people want to get involved in what we call our caring and sharing programs. Yeah, they've gotten up, they're retired, semi-retired, they want to give back. They want to finish paying it forward and go with local nonprofits, local charities, and get involved in that. And we help connect those groups as well.
And that's a valuable service, because there is a lot of people out there that want to do this, but a lot of times they don't have the connections or know how to navigate it, and that's the service you offer. And this is phenomenal that you are offering this. So could you share with our audience how to get a hold of you if they would like to do this?
The easiest way, as busy as are, is through email, either at eric@thirdchapterlife.com or info@thirdchapterlife.com. Our phone number is 559-300-2303. That's 300-2303. We will respond to all messages and emails as rapidly as we can. We'd love to hear from anybody that's looking to explore their third chapter, or you've got that book hiding in you that you need to get out. Let us know. We'll see if we can help you do that.
All right, thanks a lot for coming on, Eric. And folks, we'll be right back.